Welcome back, guys. Today's workout is a 30-minute full body workout. That was Bruce. So we're going to start at the end of your mat today in a child's pose position, but we're going to keep those legs parallel. So keep the knees hip distance apart and the heels underneath your hips here, and just lower yourself down onto those legs. So fold the body forward, drop the forehead down onto the floor, straighten those arms long in front. Just take a couple rounds of breathing here of your breath. So nice big inhales in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's go one more time. Big inhale in and out. On the next one, as we inhale, we're going to lift up on those hind knees. So round through the spine, look up towards your belly button like we're doing a cat-cow stretch. You're going to keep moving forward until you drop the hips down to the floor. Then reach the head and the chest up to the ceiling. From here, we're going to press back into that child's pose. So round through the back again. Press the hips back behind you. Lower all the way down to your heels. Let's go again. Lift all the way up onto those knees. Move all the way forward until you drop those hips down. Arch through the back. Look up to the ceiling. Big exhale, tuck chin to chest. Start pressing the hips back. And fold back into that child's pose. Amazing. One more here. Moving all the way forward. Eye gaze goes up. Big breath out. Press the hips back onto your heels. So this is the start of the little flow that's coming up here. So we're going to move forward. Drop the hips down and look up. From here, you're going to tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up. Find yourself into a full plank position. Then keep moving the hips up until you're in the downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bend through those legs, drop the knees down towards the mat, a little tap, then lifting straight back up into that downward facing dog. From here, hinge the body forward, come back into your full plank. From here, bend the elbows, lower down to the mat. Then extend those arms, straighten those arms, lift back up into your cobra stretch. And then lowering back down to the mat. On the next breath out, press all the way back into your child's pose. All right, let's go again. Moving all the way forward onto those knees. Drop the hips down, look up. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into a full plank. Hike those hips up, downward facing dog. Tap the knees down onto the mat. Lift the hips back up, downward facing dog. Hinge forward, full plank. Bend the arms, lower down to the floor. Straighten the arms, untuck the toes, lift the chest and the eye gaze up. Bend the arms, lower down to the floor. And press back towards your heels. Amazing. Moving all the way forward. Drop the hips, look up. Tuck the toes under, lift the legs off. Press the hips up into full plank. Keep bending into that downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, little knee tap. Straighten the legs back up, downward facing dog. Hinge forward. If you need to drop the knees down before lowering all the way down, feel free to do so. Then press the chest up and away from the mat. Look up. Lower down. Press all the way back to your heels. We've got one more here. Nice big breath out around the spine forward. Keep moving. Drop the hips. Look up to the ceiling. Tuck the toes under, lift up into a full plank. Hike the hips up, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, tap down. Lift back up, downward facing dog. Hinge forward, full plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Bend the arms, lower down to the floor. Untuck the toes, straighten the arms, chest and eye gaze up. Bend the arms, lower down. Press everything back into a child's pose. Beautiful. Awesome. Quick little resets, a little wiggle from side to side with those hips. A nice big breath in on the next breath out. Same start. We're going to come all the way up into a 4-point kneel position. And we're going to stop there. So shoulders over those wrists, hips in line with the knees. Take your right leg, send it all the way out long to the side here. Nice big breath in. We're going to lift the right hand up to the ceiling. Eye gaze goes up. Reach nice and long. Breathe out, lower the hand back down. Breathe in, lift up. Nice big rotation through the chest. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, lift up. See if you can keep the hips nice and still. Rotate through the upper body. Beautiful. Once again, breathe and lift up. Breathe out to lower. On the next one, as you reach the right arm up, you're going to bend through the left elbow and drop the forearm down onto the floor. Then press through that left arm to rise back up, drop the right hand down. So as you rotate and twist up, you bend through that left elbow, drop it down onto the floor into a little tricep push-up. And then rotate back to center. And keep moving like this. So each time you twist up, drop the elbow down. And press back up onto your hand as you bring the right hand back down. Amazing, we've got 4 more here. Last 3. Go for 2. Last one. Bring the elbow down and coming all the way back in. You're going to take that right leg, send it back behind you. Tuck the toes, lift up into a full plank. So left toes back. Pike the hips up into that downward facing dog. Hinge forward into a full plank. Bend the elbows, drop down to the mat. And then from here, we're going to send those arms out long in front. So straighten the legs, straighten the arms. We're going to start alternating. So we're going to lift the right arm up as you lift the left leg back behind you. Then everything lowers back down. Opposite, left arm up, right leg up. That's beautiful. See if you can lift the head and the chest a tiny bit each time you reach up and long with that arm. And slowly lower back down to the mat. Use the inhale breath this time to lift. Exhale to lower. Think about lengthening through the body. So reaching those toes long behind you and those fingers long in front. Imagine someone's pulling you apart. If you can feel your body grow a little bit taller each time. Now, if you want more, you can keep the head and the chest lifted and keep going with just the arms and the legs. Nice and slow and controlled. Squeezing into the back of those legs and those glutes. Perfect. We've got another 4. Nothing. Last 3. Keep it lifted if you can. Last 2. One more here. And lower down. Take a second, a quick little wiggle through the body. The next thing we're going to do is exactly the same, but this time, as you breathe in, we're going to lift both legs and both arms nice and long. Create a nice banana shape through your body. Breathe out, deflate, lower down. So breathing, inflating, lift up, banana shape. Breathe out, deflate all the way down, melt back into the floor. Breathe in, lift. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze the back muscles. See if you can keep those arms by your ears. Now everyone's going to lift differently here. Might be a tiny, tiny little lift for you. Just keep moving in within your own range here. Let's go another 3. Last 2. And on that last one, I want you to lift up, hold it there. Alternate that swimming with the arms and the legs. Keep it there, just alternating arms and legs. We're here for 10. Nice and slow and controlled. Lift up a little bit higher if you can. We've got last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Amazing. Bring the palms in just underneath your shoulders. Press yourself all the way back into a child's pose here. Reset that lower back. A little sway from side to side. Amazing. And then from here, lifting back up onto the hands and knees in that 4-point kneel position. This time we're going to send the left leg out to the side. The left leg goes out to the side. Take a nice big inhale here. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Rotate through the upper body. See if you can keep both hips facing down. Breathe out. Come back down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, rotate back down to the floor. Amazing. 2 more here before we add on that little tricep. Push up that tricep dip. Amazing. On the next one, as you rotate and open up, you're going to drop down on that right elbow. Then press all the way back up onto that right hand as you come back to center. So rotate, drop down on the right elbow and press back up. Bring the left hand back onto the floor. See if you can keep the hips in line with the knees here. Exhale to press up. Go 4 more. 3, 2, and last one here. Coming all the way back. Send those left toes back behind you. Send the right toes back behind you. Up in that full plank. Pike the hips up in that downward dog. And then a quick little pedal of those legs here at the top. Perfect. Drop both knees down into a 4-point kneel. Lift the chest up, so we're in a high kneeling position. And then from here, you're going to take your right foot, send it forward, so you've got 2 nice 90-degree bends through your legs. Tuck the back toes under here. We're going to start with the hands on your hips. You're going to press strong through that right heel. Lift all the way up until both legs straighten. And from here, we go straight back down to the mat. This nice 90-degree bend, static lunge. just moving up and down. If you can go as low as tapping the knee on the floor each time, feel free to do so, or go for it. Otherwise, lowering down as low as you can before rising all the way back up. And we're going to add in some arms here. So let your arms down by your side. Next time you bend through the legs lower down, you're going to lift the arms up to the ceiling. As you rise back up, those arms are going to come back down by your pockets. So lower down, lift the arms up. Lift up, lower the arms down. Activate through those fingertips. See if you can reach those arms back a little. So you rise up, open up through the chest. All right, we've got 4 more here. 3, 2. On that next one, as you rise up, we're going to drive that left knee all the way forward to your chest. Then we're going to go straight back down into your lunge. Lift the arms up. Rise up, knee into chest. Back into your lunge. So step forward, little knee lift, step back. Nice 90-degree lunge. Keep going with your arms. That's it, pressing nice and heavy. And go as slow as you need here. It's a little bit of balance work. That's it, amazing. Let's go for another 4. We've got 3. The last 2 here, stick with it. On that last one, lift all the way up. Hold it there with the knee to your chest. We're going to hinge forward from those hips. Send the body weight forward. Straighten that leg back behind you. Straighten the arms in front. Nice little arabesque position. Slight bend in that right leg. Then from here, bring the arms down by your pocket and swing that knee back forward to your chest. Once again, hinge forward from those hips. Left leg straightens back behind you, nice and long. Straighten the arms in front if you can. And slowly, come back forward and lift the knee up to your chest. And keep moving like this. A lot of stability, a lot of balance. Go nice and slow. The arms are a little bit too much. You can bring the hands on your hips. You can have the arms out to the side. That's it, beautiful. Nice and slow and steady. Nice and heavy in that right heel here. We're nearly there. Go for another 3. We've got 2 more. Requires a lot of concentration. And last one here. Straighten out long. Hold it there if you can. Hold, hold, hold. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up. Give those legs a shake out. Give that glute a little bit of a bash if it needs one. And straight away, we're going to go on to the other side. So you're going to take a nice step back with the right leg this time. And then hands on your hips to start with. Let's lower down to the mat in that 90-degree lunge. Making sure that your front knee's tracking over your front ankle. Inhale to lower. Breathe out to lift back up. So both legs bend, both legs straighten on the way up. Keep the upper body nice and tall. Little tuck of that pelvis under, of that tailbone. Feel that nice stretch in the front of the right thigh here. Or your muscle working. All right, and let's go with those arms. Next time you lower down, bring the arms up, bicep by your ears. As you rise back up, lower the arms down by your pockets. See if you can press the arms back behind you just a little bit on the way up. Expand through that chest a little. Nice and slow and controlled. Awesome, we've got another 4 before we add on that little knee lift. Amazing, we've got this. Go for the last 3. We've got 2. And 1. Lower down as you rise up and send the arms back. Bring the knee forward to your chest. Then keep that right leg back, lower down into your lunge. Rise up, step forward, knee into chest. Step back, lower down into your lunge. Keep moving here. Find that balance. Go as slow as you need to, it's not a race. Pressing heavy through that left heel. Back in that left glute. Left bum cheek on fire. All right, 4 more here. We've got this. Little tap of the knee on the floor if you can reach down that far. We've got last 2. Go for 1 more, lift all the way up, knee to chest. Hinge the body forward, send the leg back behind you, arms long in front. Nice little arabesque position. Find that balance. Then come back to vertical, knee to chest. Arms are down. Send the body forward. Leg back behind you, nice and long, lengthen through the body. Nice soft bend through that left leg. And we keep moving here. Forward and back. Remember, you can have the hands on your hips. Or arms to the side. You can put yourself next to a wall. Hold on to the wall if your balance is really crappy today. Squeezing that left butt cheek. Let's go another 3. We've got this. Tummy's in. Nice and tight. Last 2. We've got this, guys. Keep going. On that last one. Hinge forward. Hold it there. Hold. Lengthen through the fingertips. Whoop. See if you can hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg back in. Quick little shake out, give that glute a bash. Woo! Grab a drink of water if you need one. And meet me down on the mat. So just taking a seated position down on your mat. We're going to prop ourselves up on our elbows. So lower yourself down, forearms behind you, fingertips pointing towards your hips. And make sure that you're not collapsing down through the shoulders. So lift up through those shoulders and away from the mat. From here, I'm going to bring the right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Activate through those tummy muscles. Draw those belly buttons in. Protect your lower back. And slight tuck of the tailbone under here. Pressing up through those shoulders still.
Keep the super glue the soles of the feet together. And then from here, you're going to open those knees out wide and close back in. Tiny little move. Open the knees wide and close. That's it. Super glue the soles of the feet together. There is more coming, don't you worry. This is just step one. Amazing. Step two, we open the knees wide. You're going to lower the toes down towards the mat, as far down as you can without arching through that lower back. Lift the legs back to tabletop. Close the knees in. Open wide. Lower down to the mat. Lift back up. Close it in. That's it. Beautiful. Amazing. Nice and controlled here. Keep pressing up through those shoulders. Strong through those tummy muscles. Breathe out to draw the knees back up. Amazing. Go 4 more here. We've got 2 more. Last one. Lower down. Lift up. Keep the knees out wide. This time we straighten the legs out. They super glue themselves back together. And then draw the legs in. So bend the knees. Those knees come out wide. Straighten the legs. 2 nice straight legs. Bend the legs, knees come out wide. Keep moving like this, nice and slow. The hip flexors is starting to scream a little, and your lower back's not feeling too good. The hips not feeling too good. See if you can kick the legs a little bit higher. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be. Keep lifting up and away from the shoulders. All right, 4 more extensions here. Go for 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs straight. Lift them up to vertical. Lower down to 45. Lift up to vertical. Lower down to 45. That's it. Keep going. We've got this. Point those toes. Straighten those legs. You could do it. Let's go 4 more here. We've got 1 more move after this. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hold. You're going to draw the knees in as you lift up on those hands. So press yourself up, crunch. Then lower back down on your elbows. Straighten the legs out. Lift up, crunch. Lower down, straighten the legs. And we go like this for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing, guys. Nearly there. Nice big stretch after this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Wow. Alrighty, draw both legs in towards your chest, both knees in. Nice and tight. Release through those hip flexors. Draw some circles with your lower back going one way and the other. Catch your breath. Amazing. A little wiggle from side to side. And then pop both feet flat down onto the floor, hip distance apart. Send those arms out wide into a T and start just dropping those knees from side to side. A little bit of a spinal twist here. You can send the head the opposite way. Amazing. Draw both knees in towards your chest. You can cross those ankles over. Lift the head up, chin to chest. Start rolling up and down the mat through the length of your spine here. little rolls. Up on your sit bones, back to your shoulders. Go 2 more. And the last one, see if you can lift all the way up to seated. And you're all done, guys, for today.